Now is the best time to get chickens. Eggs have doubled in price. I'm gonna tell you what to feed them so you can just get a few chickens and they will just lay for you. Let's go. I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. If you don't keep your hens stress-free, they will not lay eggs consistently. A lot of times when you'll get young hens, they'll lay and then they'll stop because they'll either be stressed out, you'll have too many in a small coop, the dog's chasing them, they're being stalked at night by a raccoon or a possum. There's a lot of possibilities, endless possibilities. So the number one key you have to remember is keep your hens stress-free and happy. So you might have a duck in there with them or geese. Hens don't like that. They're not going to lay well. Keep your hens in their own coop, half shade, half sun, so they can go wherever they want to. Stress-free. No barking dog at them. You know, if you have possums or raccoons, what you have to do is the nighttime coop where they perch has to be solid wood with just a little door going in, coming out to the run. That way at night they can get in there and they won't see a raccoon or anything that might be lurking around. You have to just make adjustments and tweak your coop until you get it perfect. That is a key. Once you get it that good and get them happy and feeling secure, those hens will want to lay for you as long as you feed them right. So I have great success with my hens. I have 8 hens now, and I have so many eggs. I eat them, I give them to my 2 sons, and I give them away to other people throughout the year. Mine just never stop laying, so I have them super happy. And this is what I feed them. This is their staple diet. I also add other stuff to it. You know, I'll give them house scraps, table scraps, and just whatever. But this is the main thing they have offered to them on a continual basis. Oats they eat every single day in the summer. I use this can as a feed can. This is a big can. If you buy kidney beans to make chili, this is the size you can buy. It's like the biggest size beans. So this is what I use as a feed can scoop. In the summer, for 6 months of the year, I will use oats and feed them a can a day. I break it up. I give them a half a can in the morning and a half a can at night. You probably don't have to do that. Just make sure. And I have 8 hens. So I would say 8 to 10 hens, this would work. At all times, I have a continuous feeder in there, only one, and the only thing I put in it is right here. We've tried different kinds, and this one actually works pretty good. So we stick with this one. Nutrina, 16% crumbles. The chickens don't love that the most, though. That's the funny thing. They'll pick at that, and they have that at all times. But what they really love is this stuff. Another thing that's really important and what I give my chickens right here is grit. A lot of people will give them the oyster shells. I never give mine oyster shells. I do think that changes the flavor of the eggs, which I don't like that. And then in the winter, I feed them a can, 1 can per day for 8 to 10 chickens of whole corn. So people will say they can't swallow whole corn, or they'll ask, can they? They can easily swallow whole corn. They absolutely love it. The whole corn still has the germ in it, the white part. That has all the oil in it and all the nutrients. If you buy cracked corn, they remove the germ to get corn oil to sell in the store for cooking or use in recipes and whatnot. And what's left over is the little hard yellow part, which you might as well feed them gravel. That's what I say. There's nothing in it. It's nothing. They will eat it, but they're not benefiting from the nutrients, which are on the white end, which is the germ that has all the good stuff in it. So that's why you want to feed them whole corn, so they get all that extra oil and all that good stuff. Another thing, a lot of people will write to me and say their chickens are laying soft eggs, or the eggshells are thin, or they break easy. A natural way to remedy that is this alfalfa. I have horses and stuff, so I mean, it's not unusual for us to have a bale of alfalfa. So if you just, it looks weird, like would they eat that? But you just throw in, hay comes like a big bale, and then there's like slices of bread. It's all sliced in little compact, little kind of like slices of bread, and that's called a flake. Each slice is called a flake. So if you had 8 to 10 chickens, what you could do is throw 1 flake of the alfalfa hay in the coop per week. Just throw it on the ground. They will get in there and tear it up and pick through it and eat it. It smells good, it's very nutritious, it's high in calcium, and your eggs will be fantastic. And then of course, I have a big plastic tub about this deep. Scott will get a picture of it for water. So what I do is I take this grit that I buy at Walmart, and it's about, I want to say $1 a box. It's very cheap. And then I just dump it in here. That's all. It's that simple. And it just works its way to the bottom, and they eat it all. I'll probably put a box of grit in there like every, I would say 4 to 5 months. I don't give it to them too often. So, okay, so that's the grit. Let's talk about the nest boxes. The chickens like to be private and cozy when they lay their eggs. So Scott made these nest boxes, which work perfect. And you can find out how to make them on Becky's Homestead. So just go on beckysHomestead.com and you'll find a video on how Scott made these. You can just snap off the roof, which is nice. And if your chicken turned broody like mine have been, you can just move it. And she doesn't she doesn't want to move. Oh, these gold seconds. Oh, there is one in there. Go on, you're not going to sit on it and catch it. There's no rooster. So I kind of push her out of there. They fight you. They don't want to get out of there. So it looks like I'm rough. Oh, look at her. She's biting the dog. She's very in broody mode. And she'll probably get right back in there even though there's no eggs. Yes, she will. She is like, get out of my way. I'm going back. This one is a black astrolorp. It's being broody, but it won't bite me. And get off there. It has a few eggs. These are from yesterday. So when they're broody and you don't have a rooster like we don't, so I know these aren't fertile. Even if you have a rooster and they're fertile, get your eggs every day and they're fine to eat. Some breeds are a little more feisty to stay on the egg. You can still move them. It didn't even peck me hard. Technically, you need about 1 nesting box per 8 hens. I like to give them 2. So I would say 2 nesting boxes per 8 to 10 hens. We have a third in here and it never gets used. So 2 would be enough for our 8 hens. Also, they have a nice perch, and when they sleep at night, they all get on the top perch. They can't see anything. So if there's anything running around, although my farm dogs keep everything out of the yard, but if you didn't have a farm dog, you would want these boards to go all the way to the ground, all the way around this coop, and then just have them go out here, open to the run. That way they feel very safe and cozy. When they come in to lay the eggs, they feel safe and cozy. And also, if they want to get out of the sun, there's plenty of room in here. They can all come in here and chill out and lay down, which they do. And then they also run all the way down there. I put the water on the other end to make it easy for me, but also they get exercise going down to get some water. Over this way. Neil, you're going to get a shock and scream. So I hope this helped encourage you to have your own backyard chickens for fresh eggs. And the price is going to go up, up, up for the next year probably. So now is the best time ever.
Sign up for Becky's Homestead newsletter. Go to beckysHomestead.com and sign up on the right. You'll get articles, news, and specials from Becky every month. Unsubscribe anytime, no spam. If you like this video, click the like button. It really does help us a lot. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video, click the subscribe button.
If you would like to help support Becky's Homestead so we can make more videos for you, when you do your shopping, if you go through our link on Amazon, you don't pay 1 penny extra, but Amazon gives us a small percentage of every purchase. And that helps us to produce more nice homesteading videos for all of you out there. The link is at the top of my website. I know, that pig is naughty to you. Careful, he's got big tusks, Doodles. You're a good boy. You don't need corn. You're already too fat. You're being naughty because you're just too bratty. Go get it. You're not coming out, brat.